And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We are talking the most interesting moments in the Spanish Grand Prix, the most insane races, and if not the insane race all the way through, definitely crazy moments that happened in the Spanish Grand Prix. So let's begin with our first look of 3 incidents / overall moments, shall we? Yep, Spain 1996, the scene of Michael Schumacher's first win. I mean, absolutely insane. Here it is. Here's the moments. A quick review. And here's the start. Michael Schumacher, as he basically loses so many places at the start of this race, which he is going to win. And this is the race that I think makes him the Rainmaster, the first Ferrari victory for Michael Schumacher. As you can see, it's absolutely soaking wet with, I believe, what's clearly one of the Williamses in the lead. I think it might even be Jacques Villeneuve. Yes, that was at Damon Hill, doing a whoopsie on the wall to a very displeased, I think, Williams.
I had since half of the race, I just had 8 or 9 cylinders in the car running, and I expected something to happen. I just pushed it to the victory, and the car has been superb.
Schumacher passing Jacques Villeneuve.
It's amazing. If anyone would have asked me how much I would bet on this, I wouldn't have even bet a penny on it.
So Michael Schumacher's first foray for Ferrari, and let's be honest, this is the thing that I think made everyone go, Michael Schumacher, mayhem. I mean, 1996, it was after the Monaco Grand Prix, where Michael Schumacher ended up going out, I think even on the first lap, that won by three people. And the German Ace's chances of victory looked very slim after qualifying. It was Damon Hill, not Jacques Villeneuve, from pole position by over half a second for Jacques Villeneuve. But rain on Sunday morning ended up confusing things with the order. I mean, full wet setups remaining unclear, and we had a huge accident for Hightower from Frentzen, resulting in the warm-up pretty much ending prematurely. The conditions also brought talk of a safety car start. Now, Hill and Schumacher made poor starts, allowing Villeneuve to slither into the lead ahead of another wet weather master, Jean Alesi. Hill eventually secured third ahead of Berger. Now, behind a multi-car accident with the field, we had David Coulthard smacking into Irvine before spinning across the circuit. McLaren Mercedes, yes, it was I believe their second year with Mercedes, then caused further clashes between the two Minardi, believe it or not, Ford Cosworth. Irvine dropped out on the second lap, beaching himself on the grass verge, leaving Michael Schumacher to pass Barrichello, and he ended up taking the lead. Hill's misfortunes would obviously fuel the Schumacher fans as well, who cheered loudly every time they saw the number 5 Williams in strife. And Schumacher himself would also get them on their feet with a 7-lap burst, seeing the German pass Berger, Alesi and Villeneuve, pretty much making absolute short work of him. Once Schumacher was clear of Villeneuve, the race was pretty much over, with him setting fastest laps. And as you heard, this guy did it all with an engine problem. So props, absolute 100% props to Michael Schumacher. What an amazing race. We salute you, the Rainmaster. So we go on from 1996 to Spain 2001. Yes, there is a reason that Mika Hakkinen is on David Coulthard. So this was initially quite a boring race, if you will. However, and here's the but, it ended up getting quite interesting indeed. Lost it entirely. There it is. Okay, here we go.
Miles or so. He is going to have won this race 4 years in.
He's slowing down, Murray. I thought I heard it rattling as it came past.
Now what happened, what we don't have the shot is we've got Mika Hakkinen. He comes essentially into that first corner, and he kind of like does. It looks like he loses it a bit, but it's actually the initial bang of his engine, and then he just slows down and down and down. If you're a Hakkinen fan, it's hard to watch.
Hakkinen is slowing right down. Is he out of fuel?
Oh, this could be absolutely fantastic.
Murray.
He's got to finish this last lap. Meantime, Michael Schumacher at reduced speed will be closing up on him. And there is Schumacher starting his last lap as Mika Hakkinen.
I mean, Mika Hakkinen is slowing down. It looks like he's not going to make the finish as Schumacher starts. He had a fairly sizable lead, and it looked fairly comfortable that it was almost a guarantee this guy was going to win it. Alas.
Tours, is he going to stop? Is Michael Schumacher in the last knockings of the race as Hakkinen looks down into the cockpit?
Sparks coming out of the back of, I thought I saw a couple of...
There you go, and it's now just beginning to smoke. It was quite common for the Mercedes engine to absolutely give up. It was, in terms of power, really, really good. 2001, BMW probably had the taken power, but until then, it was the powerhouse of Formula One. But, alas, here comes the smoke.
Yes, so it is a pure mechanical problem for Hakkinen then, not a shortage of fuel. Hakkinen, I do not believe, will get over the finish line.
And Adrian Newey looking there, and bang, the engine's gone. And David Coulthard had the same sort of thing happen this morning in the warm-up. It was a hydraulics problem. And on the very last lap of the...
What's interesting is this obviously took 10 crucial points away from Hakkinen near the beginning of the season. A season in which he started quite poorly and he ended up retiring, didn't he? He just kind of decided that around Monaco that year. But it would have been really interesting had he won it, if his championship would have been any different.
Spanish Grand Prix, Michael Schumacher looks as though he's going to go through and take another win. What an incredible situation. It would be his third, and Mika Hakkinen has pulled off. Michael Schumacher is...
There you go. I mean, there's the blur of Michael Schumacher going past a downtrodden, I imagine, Mika Hakkinen. It is kind of sad to see for a McLaren fan.
And there he goes into the lead. Wow, my goodness, an incredible finish. Mika Hakkinen had got the race in his pocket, only to be denied it. And look, this looks like a repeat of his situation at the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. He's going to get out of the car. No. Mika Hakkinen waves to the crowd. This sort of thing happens in motor racing.
And you can hear all the Spanish Ferrari fans cheering.
And he has taken it magnificently. Michael Schumacher doing something I've never seen him do before. Wave to the crowd. And Michael Schumacher wins in Spain for the third time to increase his World Championship lead. What an unbelievable...
I mean, there we go. And what an unbelievable sight. And that photo you can see behind was one of the photos where David Coulthard helped very nicely Mika Hakkinen come back into the pits on his McLaren. Something that probably the current state of Formula One absolutely would not let you do. I imagine not. So, last but not least, here's our last Spanish Grand Prix memory. So, 2016, the year Nico Rosberg won the championship. Oh, what if, had Hamilton won this race, would have the championship been any different? Maybe Rosberg would have won it, but it did look like, at the time, that it was very much Lewis Hamilton that was going to take the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. And we'll just show this here. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton fans look away. Maybe Nico Rosberg fans look away. But he did win the title that year, didn't he?
Outside goes Nico Rosberg into turn one, ahead of Lewis Hamilton.
Now, it's a bit below. What Nico Rosberg does now, he has the wrong setting. So it's Rosberg leading, and it's Lewis Hamilton behind him, who then tries to get by him. But Rosberg really quickly closes the door, which I thought was a bit naughty.
Then sets in Daniel Ricciardo, and then Sebastian Vettel ahead of Max Verstappen. Good start from Carlos Sainz. He's ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Round turn 3 we go, and it's Nico Rosberg, and Hamilton's onto the grass, and Hamilton's had a massive crash, and he's crashed into his teammate. The two Mercedes come together as Hamilton tried to pass on the inside, and he can cover his hands over his eyes, and he won't want to see that again. We have the safety car out here, but the two silver arrows have crashed.
I mean, he throws his steering. He's absolutely furious. Both of them. It's something that shouldn't happen. And after this, it was Mercedes and their rules of engagement. I think that James Vowles ended up bringing up. I mean, there's Hamilton getting out. There's obviously now when we look at this, you see Lewis Hamilton really, really catching Rosberg, and Rosberg kind of just closing the door. I think I would, if I had to decide, put on my sim racing steward hat, I'd say Nico Rosberg is to blame. What do you guys think?
I was gaining on him by 17 k's an hour. There was a smaller gap on the left than there was the right, so I went for the right one. So, and the next thing is him spinning on the grass and taking me out.
Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. So that has been our Spanish Grand Prix memories. If you liked what you see, that is absolutely great. Give us a like. We'll have more, we'll most certainly be having more news coming into the Spanish Grand Prix. Lots of teams are set for upgrades. Anyway, that was our Spanish Grand Prix. Insane races, insane memories. What did you think? What's your crazy memory? Significant, any memory you want to share in the comments below at the Spanish Grand Prix. We'll speak to you soon.